All right, guys, here is our first recording. Financial literacy. Antonio bought a video game system for $323.96. She paid in 12 equal installments. About how much did she pay each month? Levi, what do I do to solve this problem?
So I think
You do indeed divide. That is correct. You do divide. So here we go, guys. All right. Don't get lazy. I'm not going to ask you to do a whole bunch of long division, but I'm checking your arithmetics. Everybody with me on that? So here we go. We're taking 12 and we're dividing it into 323.96. Now, do I have to move my decimal anywhere? So I can move my decimal straight up. Is everybody with me? All right. So how many times does 12 go into 32? 2 times. Everybody with me on that?
Yeah.
Now, I want eyes up on the board. All right. I hated to do 24 and then subtract. All right. So please look up. All right. 12 goes into 32 2 times, right? Now, what's 2 times 12? 24, right? So now what we can do, well, I'll show you this later. Let's just go ahead and do long division the old-fashioned way. So let's go 24, and then we subtract. Now, do I really want you to borrow here? Can you just tell me 32 minus 24 is what?
8.
8. So we're going to put down an 8. Don't worry about if you're not fast at mental math. That's what we're working on, getting better. Don't just copy down my work. All right? Now I bring down the what? 3. I bring down the 3. Now we have to figure out how many times does 12 go into 83. We'll start with 6 because 12 times 6 is.
77.
Now I need everybody to look up here for a second. 12 times 6. We're not doing this anymore. You can look on the board. We're not doing 12 times 6, 6 times 2, carry the. We're not doing that anymore. You're telling me what's 6 times 10? What's 6 times 2? 60 plus 12. See how I did that? All right, we're going to practice mental math. I'm expecting everybody in here to tell me 6 times 12 without any writing anything down is 72. Now, does everybody understand what I did? I did 6 times 10, and then I did 6 times 2. Then we added it together. That was 72. Agreed? All right, so we'll throw down a 72. Now I'm going to have to do what? Subtract. And I end up with bring down the what? Just bring down the 9. All right. Now, 12 is pretty close to 120. Do you agree with that? Like going into that evenly. How close is 12 to 120? How many times?
10.
10. So then it's probably going to be what? 9. Okay, now we're going to practice. Nope. 12 times 9. All right. 10 times 9. No. 10 times 9. 90. 9 times 2. 90 plus 18. 108. See how we're doing that mentally? All right. So now we know 108. That's good. So we're going to put down a 9. And now we're going to put 108. Now when we subtract, 11. Now I have to bring down the what? 6. Does everybody agree? It's close to 119. So we might as well put down what? Another what? Why 108? Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I'm saying we're going to put 9 in. You're right. You're exactly right. I didn't understand what you were saying. But it is another 9. Do we agree with that? So then we do another 108, right? I see what you were saying now. You were one step ahead of me. That's pretty good. All right. Now we subtract and get what? What's 116 minus 108? 8. Now it says about how much did she pay each month? Yeah, we can just say about $27. Do you agree with that? Because once we get to pennies, we're done. All right, because we're dealing with money. All right, so let's go ahead and say $27. All right, let's say $27. Everybody happy with that, right?
Yep.
All right, let's check out number 2. Let's see how we're doing. All right, I need some help reading. Go. Whoever, let's go.
228.56 points in the woman's finger skating.
That's all right. Figure.
Figure
I know it's kind of hard to read. Let me blow it up a little.
scored 181.44 points in the event. About how many points did Yunnan Kim score in
Suzuki.
the
All right. So how do I figure out what that is? How many more? What do I do?
Yeah.
Do we agree? Everybody's agreeing, subtracting? All right, let's go ahead and subtract. Let's see where your subtraction skills are at. 228.56 minus 181.44. Hold up, hold up. All right, I'll let you tell me, Mr. Hampton.
47.12.
Anybody else get 47.12?
That's
All right, and then we want to put down points. Right? Yes, sir. Well, I'm kind of checking. I really should have gone through and just said, it says about how many. All right, so if you rounded, that's okay, but I'm checking your work right now, okay? All right, number 3. Here we go. Madeline, why don't you read for me?
Table shows the number of calories burned per hour for various activities. This week, Aiden hiked for 3 hours and bowled for 2 hours. What was the total number of calories he burned this week doing these activities?
What are you thinking? By what? Very good. 3 times what? No, wait a minute. All right, look over here. Look up. This is okay. I want you to read. The charts are super important. You ready?
If you would do 138
Uh-huh.
times, what would you do?
Yep. Yes, very smart. 3 times 438. You are amazing. That is exactly correct. All right, so now I need everybody to go ahead and do that. All right, multiply them, and then add, and we'll let Lydia tell me the final answer. After you multiply and add. Did you do it already? Oh, that was really good, girl. Tell me. Shh. So I have 1,746. Hold up. And that would be calories. We want to make sure we write down what we're talking about. 1,746 calories. Anybody agree with that? Good. 1,752, 1,752. It's not really a big deal. So let's see where you made your mistake, right? What did you, when you multiply 3 times 438, what did we all get for that? And then 2 times 219. That's perfect. No, that's exactly what I want to hear. All right. I don't care about your mistakes. All right. I care that you figure out your own mistakes. All right. And most of the time, you're going to see that it's just careless errors. All right. So I'm pretty happy with that. If you got that right, that's pretty good. Give yourself a check. All right. Uh-oh, but it was 1752, correct? 1752. All right. Not a big deal. All right. Now, letter B, let me have, yeah, Bennett, let's go with you. Bennett, you. So your job right now is to tell me, how do I set this up? What am I going to multiply? Mm-hmm. Times what? So now let's look. So let's look. Celia walked 3 hours and Marco bowled for 4 hours. So what am I doing again? Which one? Bowling by how many hours? Why is that? Wait a minute now. Now, wait a minute. It's saying Celia walked for 3 hours. So how much is walking? Yes, 314. So how many do I multiply that by? That is correct. 314 times 3 is Celia. And Marco, what do I do for Marco? Exactly. And then what do I do with those answers? Yes, there you go. That's what I want to hear. Does that make sense now, right? You got to be real careful when you're reading the word problems. Real careful. Grant, did you do that already? Multiply them. All right, well, why don't you tell me what your answer is as soon as you get it finished? Yeah. I got a 56 so far. Who said 56? Grant, good. Listen, it doesn't matter if you got it right or wrong. Remember, it's checking your work. So I've got a 56 and I've got a what? Somebody said 66. All right. And somebody said what? Good for you. 266. I like that. All right. Being different is good. What else? 66. 66. It's okay. All right.
Yeah, I got 50.
Okay, let's double check. 3 times 314. Did anybody get 942? All right. And did we get 876? And then we subtracted, right?
Yeah.
And then when we subtract, remember, borrow from the 4, 12, 6, borrow from the 9, 13, 13 minus 7, 66. That's okay. All right. So does everybody agree with me? 66 calories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. No, that's what somebody said first, 56. All right. It's not a big deal. Right? It's not a big deal. As long as you understand the process, we're just practicing, warming up. All right, here we go. Let's try a couple more before I turn you loose.
Is this for homework?
Number 4. Oh yeah, homework. You got homework every night. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, that's what I thought I heard. All right. The planet Mercury takes 56.6 Earth days to rotate once about its axis. About how many times does it rotate about its axis during one Earth year? How many days in a year? All right. So yes, he is correct. 365 days per year. All right. What are we thinking?
I think it's 10,622.5 Earth days. What? Wait.
Yeah, that's confused. Let's see if we can. Hey guys, it's all right to be confused. So let's see if we can figure this out. What it was saying.
Oh, it just said rotate.
The
I thought it
planet.
was days.
That's okay. It's all right. It's totally okay. The planet Mercury takes 56.6 Earth days to rotate once about its axis. All right. About how many times does it rotate about its axis during one Earth year? Right. So they're saying if it's rotating for 365 days, what are we doing? Yeah, right. We're taking the 365 and dividing it by the what? 56.6. because they're saying, how many times will it rotate if it rotates 1 Earth year? Is everybody with me on this? Yes, sir. Oh, so let's see. All right, let's check out let's see if we can do this problem as an estimation. All right, so I want everybody to write down on their paper 365, and then we're dividing it by 56.6. So does everybody agree they're asking us how many times will it rotate if it goes for 365 days? Does everybody agree with that? All right, so now we're asking 365 divided by 56.6. Now, all I want everybody to do is put this symbol down on their paper right here. Watch this symbol. Approximately. Not exactly, approximately. Now, I'm going to walk around the room and I'm going to look at what you approximated it to be. Not just thinking. All right, no math work. I'm going to take the meeting. I'm pausing the meeting. Now, I had lots of good answers. All right, I don't care if it's right or it's wrong. All right, I'm going to try to show you now what we want to be doing. All right, first of all, if I was going to just think about it, I was going to do just the roughest guess. I would say 365 is close to 400. So I'd like everybody to just, you don't have to write this down, but just think about it, 400. And then I'm going 56. Well, I could make that 60, but then 60 doesn't go evenly into 400. So instead of it making it 60, I'm going to make it what? 50. Does everybody agree with that? So then I can cross out a 0. And what's 40 divided by 5? So you could have said that's roughly 8. Now stop. I didn't say that was the only answer. This is my thought process. Now, some of you did a much better job than me on that. So what you would say is, wow, if I take 36, watch me now. If I take 36 and I think about that as 36, and I think about this as a 6. Does everybody see that? Now I can kind of look at that as 360 divided by 60. And how much is that? That could be about 6. Right? And if some of you said, well, I just had 7, is 7 a good answer? Yeah, 7 is a good answer also. All right. It's just an approximation. So again, that's what we're trying to do when we say we're estimating. We're trying to see what numbers we can mentally go from one into the other. That's it. All right. So everybody happy with that explanation? All right. Estimation is a big part of math. Estimation is a big part of math. All right. So here we go. One more for today. Let's look at number 5. Number 4, you could have written anything down. 6, 7, 8, but most of you did a good job when I was walking around the room with your estimation. All right. So that was just my thoughts on the estimation. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick look at number 5. All right. Now, the gas tank holds 19.8 gallons, correct? So we might as well just say it's going to hold how much? 20. So here's what I want your brain to be thinking. All right. This right here represents a what?
Yeah.
A gas tank. This gas tank holds about what? 20 gallons. If the cost of gas is $3.65, now what does per mean?
Like 4.
Each one. Thank you very much. $3.65 for each gallon. How many gallons are in here, guys?
21.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does everybody get my point? And each one of these gallons cost what? 3.65. That's how you learn that it's not division, but what? It's multiplication. All right. Does everybody understand what I just drew out? If you don't know something, draw it out. It's helpful. I'm not asking you to just know the answer. I'm asking you to draw things out so you can see it. Notice my number of gallons here. All right. It's not exactly a gallon, but it's helping me understand that each one of these circles represents 1 gallon. So I have a 20 gallons. So now I need everybody to multiply 20 times 365. And let me see how your decimals are. What'd you get? 72.81. Yes, ma'am. 73. 73. Now, did you estimate on yours? Or did you just, yeah, that's what I thought.
I got about.
All right. About how much? 73. Are we all agreement? 365 times 20? Yeah. All right. So let's do that. 0, 0, carry the 1, 12, 13, 73, move the decimal twice. $73. Everybody happy with that? All right. What time's the bell ring?
72.07.
No. What's that?
I didn't know.
Yeah, the same thing, him. All right, so now your job right now, guys. All right, your job is to do 6, 7, 8, and what else? 10, 13, and 14. 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 14. You got 6 problems. Get to work. The bell didn't ring yet. I'm gonna find out exactly what time the bell does ring, though. I'm helping you. Here we go, St. John's. All right, this is, yeah, we still have a whole 3 minutes. You guys got time to do that? All right, nice job today, guys. Keep working, get one more problem done before lunch.